So let's get into this new series, Fightland, another produced 50 Cent show. It looks amazing. The first episode was great. But let's get into the actual characters first, and then we'll get into episode one. This is season one, episode one, my quick thoughts. But first off, I want to say great theme song. 50 Cent did his thing. He always comes up, with some of the greatest theme songs we've had in a very long time. So in this show, we have two sets of family and friends. We have the Kilroy family and friends, then we have the Marshall crime family and friends. So it looked like we first had, Kingsley Marshall. He's just the kingpin. He's the boss of all bosses. He is that guy. But then we have Joy. Joy is his wife. She seems ambitious. She wants to do her thing, kind of standoffish is what I'm seeing in the episode one. But then we have Zeke. Zeke is the son. He's just wild. He does what he wants. He's trying to be the boss, it seems like. He's unpredictable. I don't know. It seems like the wild card for sure. But then we have Cece. That's the sister. She seems real thought out, real strategic with her moves. And that's the vibe I'm getting from her so far. But in the Kilroy family and friends, we have Duke. He's the former heavyweight champion. And this is what the show is going to be centered around him. And I guess he's going to be the main part of the Kilroy family for sure. But then we have, his dad, his estranged dad, Gary, who runs the gym. But then we have Justin. That's Duke's friend. Looks like his best friend. He'll be running with him the entire series or until he gets erased. But then we also have, I guess that's all we have so far. But let's get into the actual show now. So those are the characters that I've seen so far, episode one. So it starts off with Duke. He's fighting in Vegas. He becomes the heavyweight champion again. But then we see him, he's messing around with Kingsley's wife. But at first we didn't know that was Kingsley's wife. I'm like, okay, what is going on? But then later on when they have that speech with Kingsley, then he's over there, the wife comes down. I'm like, oh, okay, this is interesting. But then when Duke is leaving, we find out that it's Kingsley's people that's trying to scare him. But then one of the guys actually knocks off Duke's friend. But then Duke really beats up bad one of the Marshall family's friends as well, who was there at the scene. So then Duke has to go to jail. Then we find out they were all doing that because Kingsley was doing that because he knew that Duke was sleeping with his wife. So I'm like, okay, this is getting kind of messy very early on in the episode for sure. But then he gets out. I want to say it says 6 months before he got out. I'm like, okay, that's soon. So he gets out, but then he goes back to London because we all know this is going to be based in London. This is an underground drug, guns and everything that's going on in London. So it's based in London. So it's all London actors for sure in this entire series. But then when he gets back to London, he goes to the gym. He finds his estranged dad. So he goes to live with him. That's where he's going to be staying with his estranged dad, Gary. But then he goes back, Duke, to join, to go work for the Marshall family. He tries to get back to his place or where he was. But really, he's in there to take them down. Seems like that's the whole plot of the story. He's in there to take the Marshall family down. But then we see later on in the episode, he's there, him and the guy, to take the shipment, the drugs or whatever they're doing. But then later on, he's followed in the episode by one of the Marshall crime family guys. And then, I don't know, he erases him. This is when things really get started. But then his friend Justin comes in. I don't know. It's just a lot going on in episode one. But we know the plot. He's there to take down the family. It looks like a decent, great show so far. It's going to be great for sure. But it's a lot going on. We see the Russians, the Albanians. There's a lot of people in this show, different moving pieces. But I loved it. Great episode one for sure. So we're getting used to the characters. I know it's a lot of characters. We're all, still used to Power. We're coming off that high of season 5 of Raising Kanan episode, 7. Great thing. But this came on right after. So I'm interested to see where this show goes. This will be my first show actually, I guess, following all British actors. So I'm getting used to the accents. But it looks like an overall decent show. Episode one was great. But let me know in the comments, how do you feel? The acting was great. I'm trying to think. Yeah, Duke seems like a pretty, straightforward, um, I guess, lead actor. Didn't seem like, he was off kilt. Like, he seems like he'll really do his thing for sure. I want to see more of Kingsley Marshall for sure. We saw him at the beginning of the episode. Looks like he went off. We don't really know where he is for now, but he'll come back. But let me know in the comments, how do you feel about Fightland? This is just episode one. My quick thoughts. We'll see what happens soon, but it looks like an overall great episode. But let me know in the comments, what are some of your predictions, some of your thoughts? Do you think this will be as good as Power? Because 50 Cent is saying this is going to be better than Power, but that is hard to beat. Power, it's been on since what, 2014? And when you post a video, everyone is commenting about, because we all love Power. So let's see how Fightland does. Does it actually, supersede and, it's better than Power? It's hard to say. Will it have another, we'll have other spinoffs? I'm not really sure. But let me know in the comments your first thoughts about Fightland, and what are some of your predictions, and just what do you think about the entire show in general? Just the episode one, though.